This spring, we announced in our blog that all our cloud customers would be offered the opportunity to migrate to the new message tracking later this year. Now this time has come. But as with most likely any other software, when something new comes along, it requires a certain amount of adjustment. And for some of us, it's easier to get rid of the familiar practices than for others. In this video, let's take a look at the new features and changes, and then we'll use concrete example to see what this means for all of us. So what does that mean in detail? Let's take a look at the message tracking you know well. The first difference is when you log in. In the future, we will no longer log into the SEEBURGER B2B portal, but to the SEEBURGER suite. As you can see, it's not simply the software that changes. Its appearance and wording are evolving over the time. The look and feel is adjustable. Additional names will come to you in this context. The most common are probably BIS Portal or BIS WebGUI. I need to briefly add that we have also made a significant improvement in terms of security. For user accounts that do not access the system via VPN connection and do not use single sign-on, we activate two-factor authentication. This means that after entering your username and password, you will receive an email containing a code that you need to enter to fully log into the BIS WebGUI. If you have any question about our two-factor authentication, take a look at our article in the SEEBURGER blog or visit the SEEBURGER's online help. Our new BIS WebGUI is enabled for multi-client use. Our B2B portal was not yet able to do this. Therefore, you cannot open your message tracking directly in the menu on the left as before. You must first select the logical systems or the client you want to work with. Typically, you will only see one logical system on your home screen. Do not get confused. Simply click once with the mouse and the contents of the folder will be displayed. We are now talking about apps. Message tracking, for example, is an app. You can open the message tracking app with another more mouse click. Let's go back to the B2B portal. After opening the message tracking, you were welcomed with a dashboard on a horizontal menu. Now it's similar, just a little different, when you open the message tracking app in the new BIS WebGUI. You start in the dashboard. Let me show you briefly what options you have. The first thing we notice is the wording again. We are not in a dashboard here, we are in the statistics. The statistics page of the message tracking app contains customizable dashboards. There are already 4 templates that can be customized. If you click on the button with the cogwheel, you can see your options. Here we can see the dashboard that focuses on partners, which partners there are, at what times on average you send and receive emails with them, and below again a line chart. You can show and hide details by interacting with the mouse. If we change the dashboard on the top to the template message type, the contents of the diagrams are adjusted accordingly. With the help of the filters, wonderful reports can be created. Now let's take a look at the search. Here I would like to briefly explain why we need to consider the differences between a standard and an advanced search. The result of the standard search in the app, and this is the same in the message tracking of the B2B portal, are based on the meta information of the message and their processing. Meta information includes, for example, the process status, the direction, the unique ID of the process, the partner, or even the message type and the document number, such as order or invoice number. This is in fact the basic information, and the search does not work with message content. For example, if you want to know which invoice follows a certain order, you cannot simply search for the document number in the standard search because you will not find the referenced order number in the associated invoice in this way, as this data is not part of the meta information. Let's take a look at the standard search first, and this is what you get with message tracking. In the default search that comes with the message tracking app, several search operators are available. Whether a value matches, contains, starts or ends with, you have many options. For example, if you are looking for several partners at the same time, the matches operator is suitable. You can select the partner from a list or simply enter them in the search field separated by semicolons. Let's take my example partner Leaky Cauldron, Hogsmeade Sweets and Burrow. We also restrict the track ID. It should start with 137 and contain the number 15 in addition. We use the asterisk as a placeholder. And then we only want to see the successful processing results. Let's click on Search. The results are displayed in an additional tab. Double-clicking on these result lines opens them and, as in the B2B portal, contains the details and files for the process. Do we want to change the conditions of the search? We simply click the Search tab and adjust them. I would now like to show you what happens if there are more than 5,000 result rows. To do this, I remove the restriction of my track ID and search again. As you can see from the note above, the number of rows displayed will not exceed 5,000, even if the result contains more rows. You can now either adjust the conditions again to see all results, or you can use the export function. The third menu item on the left is displayed especially for this specific use. Click Export and then the Create New button. Set the desired options here, enter your search conditions and click Start. If necessary, use Refresh to update the content of the page and download the result. We can now see that our result actually contains 8,346 lines. That's it, the standard functions in our new message tracking. But I also mentioned the advanced search, in particular because some of you have used the message search in the B2B portal. Here you could search not only in the metadata of the messages and processes, but also in the payloads. We need to go into the details a little more here. This message search is now available as an advanced search alongside the standard search in the new message tracking. However, no dedicated menu is required as this advanced function is integrated into the search profiles. You need a profile that is capable of advanced search. To customize the search profiles in the app, you can book the profile designer, or you can use the profile that you receive when you book the advanced search. These were the main new features or changes that come with the new message tracking. I hope the video is useful as an overview. If you would like to see more information about the advanced search or the profile designer, for example, please take a look at our online help at help.cloud.seeburger.com. Thank you for your attention.